Good evening. I'm a pilot. I used to be. My name's Henry, and I live in Farnborough, where they call me Mr. Fister, the Silver Fox Fucker from Farnborough. Now, if I lived in Bicester, they'd probably call me Mr. Fister from Bicester. Have you ever given advice and wish you hadn't? It's a big problem. A friend of mine asked me, he said, Trevor, can you help me to stop smoking? So I thought about it for a while and I said, look, what you need to do is to take your mind off it. Maybe try the following. Every time you fancy a cigarette, why not try banging one out instead? He said, oh, I like the sound of that. So I said, okay, well, let me know how you get on. Unfortunately, I never heard any more, and apparently the poor bastard died a few days later. He apparently wanked himself to death. Now, I didn't know he was a chain smoker. The wife asked me to go to Heathrow recently, and I didn't particularly want to go, but I thought I should, because after all, you do hear of unattended bags being blown up. That's funny. But like David, I used to be at Heathrow quite a bit when I was a pilot, and I got into serious trouble once by making jokes about bombs. And I was seriously marched off for a serious search. The search took place into the areas where the sun doesn't shine. And I can tell you, it was a thorough search. I really think the guy searching me used to be a vet. I could feel the hairs under his arm, believe me or not. And it really made my eyes water. Now, the problem is, they don't use any lubrication whatsoever. That's the first problem. But I did learn from the experience, and I now know, at least I think I know what it's like, to be fisted. And you know what? Actually, it wasn't that bad. I was wondering if I could introduce it to the bedroom, but I need to find the right opening to talk to the wife about it first. That doesn't go down well, does it? But as a pilot, we used to play games in foreign hotels, and sometimes we would knock on a door, a random door, and say, if the beautiful lady answered, we would say, hi, I'm from the agency, did you call for a pilot for an hour? Now, when I first played that game, the lady opened the door, and she said, you must be fucking joking. I called for a fireman, but you will do. And I was sucked in from that point onwards. Now, as a pilot, we get tested every 6 months, and we have to prove ourselves in dealing with emergencies, all sorts of issues, bad weather, lightning, thunder, crosswinds, and we have to always land the craft safely at the end of the test. So why is it then that after 30 years, my wife still won't let me load the fucking dishwasher? But I'm sure my wife would have liked me to have been in films. She used to say that I used to look like Richard Gere in the film An Officer and a Gentleman. But she really didn't like it when I told her I thought she looked like the whore from the film Pretty Woman. But I have to say, I can tell you quite confidentially that I have appeared in a few special production films. In fact, I've had quite a big part actually on 1 or 2 occasions. Unfortunately, the last one got cancelled, simply because the bedroom door was just too small to get the horse in. And there were a few very disappointed horse lovers on the set that night, I can assure you. But I did make quite a bit of money from the films, and I put it in the bank. But like a lot of people, became disillusioned with the banking profession. So I withdrew the money and put it under my bed. And I highly recommend this, actually. It's very good. There's nothing like having a shag knowing that you're going to be covered into money at any moment. But I am actually known by lots of ladies in my local neighbourhood, and they call me the Silver Fox. You say, why? And that's because they see me at night, shitting in the garden. Thank you very much, everybody. I've enjoyed being here. And thank you very much.
Come on, keep going, keep going. Right, well, we're committed to such intensity because if we don't keep clapping, we will.